Oh, Big Dick will be happy. They're leading comfortably against Geelong West at Osborne Park. Start of the final term here at Galvin Park, and Gray gets the first tap down to Valicia. Handball over the top towards Scott, running off the half-back flank. Gets a high kick towards the wing. Holding off the man there was East. Hunt back on the ground, goes towards Valicia again. I think no, in fact it's Roland Beck.
Wasn't a bad half volley, I thought that.
Took the so-called mark, goes towards half forward. Hewitt stands his ground and takes the mark. Good mark too. It's 14-17, 101 to 11-7, 73. Bannockburn with the work in front of them. Goes wide towards Mick Turner. And it might sit okay for the former North Shore and Torquay player. It does. Goes towards half forward. Coming across. Scott does well in front of Pavic. Short little kick. Turner doesn't sit for him. And running away is Rester. And the kick. Laurie nearly had his second possession for the season, because it's not far away from the commentary box here on the western side. And Jake Hewitt, Angus Hewitt, will take it. The penalty free kick on centre wing. We see Pavic coming off and Corey Flanagan coming on. So Hewitt now looking for something. He might go towards Clinton Shaw. He goes in that direction. It's a good kick for distance. He goes in that direction. Goes up. Couldn't quite take the mark. Off hand, Zane Carroll. Can he finish it? He goes to the right boot. Long towards Andrews. Has to make up a bit of ground getting back there. It's off hands. It goes towards East. He tries to handball it back to Andrews. He does, but chopping it off and getting it away quickly. And the Werribee Central side get it towards half back, but Thompson's there. Handball to Connors quickly. Needs to get a bit of a shepherd or a short little kick to Flanagan. And they're just mucking around with it a bit across half forward. East has taken the mark though. Now he plays on. They're in trouble. He gets around onto the right boot. And they should be able to clear here through Nick Smith, Werribee Central. He takes a good mark.
Great effort, Nick Smith.
And 50, said the umpire. So they will be able to clear now. Thompson tried to hold him up.
Well, he's a bit stiff, really.
He was a little bit, wasn't he?
He had enormous momentum going for the mark.
I just can't see the wisdom in Bannockburn playing this side of the ground area.
No.
There is no advantage whatsoever. They're just bottling it up here.
Very poor choice for Nick Smith. The advantage now of a 50-metre penalty. He's going to be kicking from the centre circle and now called to play on. Well, kicks in the man on the mark. Well, what a terrible waste that was. Gets to 50 metres, and the turnover now comes back to Thompson, the ruckman. He can't bend down and pick the ball up. Tap forward for Werribee along the ground. Coming through is East, and that's Matthew for the Bannockburn side. On the left foot, drives back to centre half forward. Good contest there. Beck, ball comes to ground. Rick Harding coming in from the wing, but overruns the ball, and here is Werribee Central's clearing from centre half back. In front there is Calvert.
Yes.
You can see Rose had one hand in the back there, and Calvert went to ground and gets the ensuing free kick. Now drives forward for the Werribee side. The lead there is from Howlett. It's 2-1. Gets the ball to ground. Good effort from him. Eludes the two players. Taps the ball up the ground to the advantage of Foley. Foley now has got no one to handball to. Goes for the left foot kick. Finally, the handball comes back to Jason Festuca, 25 metres out directly in front, and he's popped through goal number 5. And he really might, at the end of the day, be the difference in these two sides. A magnificent effort for Festuca, and that's another goal to the Werribee side on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. Werribee Central's 15-17, 107. Leading Bannockburn 11-7, 73, and the first goal last quarter might have been the crucial one.
Very, very important, and he's racking up a few stats, isn't he? 5 goals in the middle of the ground is not a bad effort in anyone's language.
It was just a little bit hard there. The kick came towards Perkins, was in two minds, wasn't he, to go or whether to stay with the ball. It just fell into James Lee's arm, and straight to Festuca for goal number 5 for him. And crucial goal, as Laurie said, for the Centurions. Gray gets it down, and good play too. Hawks comes off the half forward flank. Been pretty good today. Gives it to Scott running past on the left boot towards half forward. Hunt reads the play and gets across there first. Now he wants to try and set something up. Gets a right foot kick long. Vacant spaces on centre wing. Turner gets across there. Doesn't bounce for him nicely, though it does for Scott. And he brings it back towards half forward. Kinnear sits there and takes the mark. And handballs off quickly. Musara went left, then came back right. Got away from one tackle. Goes to the right boot. Poor kick off the boot. Straight to Thompson. And he takes it centre half back. Try and clear. He's got Egan wide. And free. Now, which way is he going to bounce? Harding comes across as well. Doesn't sit for him. And he needs to tap it back. He tries to. Rester's done very well to get it, but he doesn't get away. Was that deliberate? Throw it in, said the umpire.
Did a great job. Right in front of the Bannockburn crowd, of all things.
I actually thought he was going to fall for the 3-card trick there, Eric, but he didn't. But it was good play. He worked hard against numbers there.
Fantastic.
So a boundary throw in. Wing and half forward. Flanagan goes up from behind, tries to bring it out of the ruck contest. Kinnear's on hands and knees, tries to get it through to Valicia. Harding's there as well. Flanagan needs a shepherd from Harding and got one. Got a left foot kick around the corner wide. And it's too wide. It's out of bounds on the full. Bernardo with the free kick will take it. So Adrian Bernardo with the ball. In between, well, just on centre wing now with Clinton Shaw coming back on the mark. Floating punt towards half forward. Calvert goes up and takes the mark. Simon Calvert now. Howlett gives him a lead. He kicks in that direction. Go up. Gadd against him. Good tap down. Felicia at the front. Harding against him. Goes towards Foley. Oh, he's classy, isn't he? But this time he's missed. And it's through for one behind. Warren Foley, 1 goal 2 this afternoon. And they go to 15-18. 108 Werribee Centrals. 11-7-73 Bannockburn. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard 6 minutes. And Delahunt does the kicking in.
Werribee look like they're finishing pretty well, Laurie.
Yeah, they look like it, Eric. And, you know, the young Foley there, I think he's just got to learn to finish a little bit better.
Yes.
Just to be a little bit too critical.
Right, from the kick in, the ball's got back to the centre of the ground. For Stuka again, intercepts, gets a handball across to Hawks. He drives towards centre half forward, and there in perfect position is Calvert once again. And well, every now and again he just seems to slip rows and takes the advantage. And probably the contest on the day probably honest just to Calvert. Calvert already has 3 goals. He's going to be kicking from 45 metres into the breeze, and it'll be an interesting kick from here. Moves in. Over the ball pretty well. It's a good looking kick, but I think he's kicked exactly where he ran, which was to the right of the big sticks.
Exactly right.
Offline. So it's 3 goals for Simon Calvert. And I suppose when you look at the scoring shots, Werribee should be a mile in front. 15-19, 109. Lead Bannockburn 11-7-73 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. The ball now has been brought back in through Harding on the wing, gets it to half forward. Turner picks it up at half forward for the Bannockburn side, screws it in toward the forward line. But Bannockburn, really the forwards are falling down in this last quarter and a bit because the defensive area for Werribee, they're able to force the ball wide. I think Laurie's made the point several times. Bannockburn insist on going to what's probably the defensive wing. That's the best way to describe it, Laurie, and it's hard to score.
Yeah. They've got to swing over the other side of the ground there and run in with the breeze.
Half forward flank, ball thrown in once again. Working his way to the front there was Shaw of Bannockburn, and finally the ball comes to East, drives to the head of the goal square. Man in front surely would get the free kick. Looks like Andrews to me with the headband, and Shane Andrews been granted the free kick by the umpire. 25 metres out, directly in front, and the opportunity to add to the score. And looks like Phil Egan calling for the runner there, wants a bit of activity.
A good umpire in there, Eric. It's not easy to give free kicks right in front of goal there, and that the free kicking was definitely there.
Andrews now on the left foot, moves in, he's hooked it, and what's he done with it? The umpire has said 1 behind. Well, that's a terrible miss for Shane Andrews and for the Bannockburn side, because they desperately need goals at this point in time. We've been playing 8 minutes. Final quarter, 11-8, 74 is Bannockburn. They trail Werribee 15-19, 109.
Kick towards Foley now. At half-back runs, poor kick off the boot. And Thompson slips over the crucial stage and can't recover for Stuka. No, there he is again in the middle. And that's a poor kick. He was going to go for a torpedo. Goes towards the back of the pack. Howlett's there. Rose comes across, does well. Cool in a crisis. And then he has a poor kick. Might be. Goes towards Matty East, coming at him. Kinnear gets around him. Left foot kick. Goes long towards half back and getting up there. Broom can't take the mark off hands. Goes towards Musara and the boundary line. Musara held on to, but no free kick, and it will be a throw in.
I might have missed something there before, but I see Phil Egan calling for the runner, and Zane Carroll must be a misdemeanour somewhere, I think. He's on his bench there at the moment.
And Mark Ritchie's on. Boundary throw in. Favours Shembry. Gets half a hand to it. Goes to the front of the pack. They've got the numbers Werribee. Musara is there, but can't get around Broom. Drop the footy, said the umpire. And it will be a free kick to Aaron Broom at half-back outer side. 15-18 playing 11-8. Werribee in control at the moment. Broom goes wide. Looking for Turner. Got a hand to it. Matheson was right next to him. He's been a bit of a revelation for me, Matheson at half-back. You've seen him play at centre half forward. Never seen him play in the back line before.
Very solid game today. Very solid.
So a boundary throw in this time at half forward for Bannockburn. Now, neither ruckman can get an effective tap. Connors just threw it out. Well, it was in the midst of a tackle, but the umpire said yes, you did throw it. So Musara's got it from the advantage paid, goes towards Hawks and Smith. Smith has got it. He was just toying with Delahunt there, got the right foot kick towards Calvert again, and he takes the mark 45 metres out.
Yes, he's done a very good job, Calvert, playing in front on that occasion. The lead there from Lee, but a shocking kick from Calvert straight into Ash Perkins. He finds Harding on the half-back flank for the Bannockburn side. Harding, Ricky.
Has to go into the middle, Eric.
Takes the mark, yes. Well, he's gone far too wide. The lead there is from Turner, and I'd suggest that he's led certainly to the wrong place. However, Richie mops up with the crumbs on the left foot, drives it further along the grandstand side, but very easily defended there by Bernato, and really with the wind blowing that way, it's so easy to...
Yeah, it's too easy to bottle.
They've got to probably try and use Phil Egan a bit more in the middle, don't they, and go through him, through the centre of the ground.
Yes, they certainly haven't used the ball as well, certainly in the second half, as they did in the first half, the Bannockburn side. Ball thrown in, half forward flank for Bannockburn. In front there was Shaw. Ball comes down to Brett Harding. Long punt kick to the head of the goal square. Oh, mark dropped there by Thwaites of the Werribee side. Now it stacks on the middle, and the umpire will come in 20 metres out and will throw the ball up. Well, you really can't afford to drop marks like that when you're the full-back, Laurie.
No way.
They're often fatal. Ball 20 metres out. Umpire puts the ball up. 25 players around the ball. Shembry punches the ball clear, but only as far as East. And that was East. Matthew on the right foot has gone bang and has kicked the goal. Much needed goal for the Bannockburn side. In fact, they're first for the final quarter at the 11.5 minute mark of that quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. Werribee Central's 15-19, 109. Bannockburn 12-8. 80.
They just need to get a bit of a flow on, don't they, like Werribee did in that third quarter.
But harping on it, where do you kick it from? The correct pocket.
Yep.
And I mean, the wind just takes it straight in. I mean, you're not going to miss too many from out there.
It was on his non-preferred side. He put it up in the air, and the wind did the job for him.
Shane Andrews missed a crucial one there before. Maybe he doesn't know what I know.
Back in the middle. Thompson. He's going to be up against Shembry.
The tone of the game slowed a bit, and you could understand it, Laurie, in the pace they started.
In the middle now, Thompson, Shembry, towards Egan, who was going to go for a handball. They elects to go for a kick, and it's a good kick too for distance. Which way is it going to bounce? It's into the left forward pocket, just pushing across there with that Laurie to Goldie breeze, and it's out of bounds in the left forward pocket.
Well, that was a fair indication, Jace, of just what the breeze can do.
Yep. Pushed it across goal.
60.
Yeah. And it's going to be a boundary throw-in right next to the Bannockburn goals. They need another one quickly now, just to keep the pressure on. Throw in. Big pack around the ball. Comes towards Valicia. Handball or out towards Musara. Misses it, so does Colliger. And Musara fighting for it again. Tries to shuffle it out. Comes back towards Beck, who's always cool in a crisis. Goes to the defensive side, so they've been told to come this side. And Rester takes a good mark in front of Harding. Werribee Central's to come to the commentary box side at all costs. I would think Andrew Howlett would have told him. Would have told all these players. Goes towards Festuca, gets around Egan. And handball back inboard towards Flanagan, who's obviously playing for Werribee now. And he can't be...
What a great tackle.
He can't break away from Rester, who put a great tackle on, as Eric said. And we'll have a ball up in between wing and half forward for Bannockburn. Thompson up against Shembry, goes up and big thump down, but only as far as Brett Harding. He tries to kick it around the corner towards, good mark, Richie. That's his name too. And he's taken it half forward. And he's got to bring it back inboard. Andrews gives him a lead. He goes in that direction now. Oh, it's probably over Andrews' head. He gets back and does a good defensive work in the forward line. And they can't break away. Matthew East in there tackled. And we'll have a ball up about 40 metres out from goal.
I think the boys are getting very tired.
Yes, they are now.
Now, Shembry with a backhand towards Harding, coming off Brendan, got one high. The umpire said no. Flanagan comes in. Brendan standing there asking the umpire where my head is, because he didn't think it was on his shoulders. Ball up though again at half forward for Bannockburn. Shaw comes in, punched down by Shembry, falls to the side of the pack. Valicia gets it out to Roland Beck. He goes towards the boundary line. Gadd and Howlett. Gadd works his way to the front. Howlett now. Can he pick it up? Oh, that's intelligent play, but Broome comes across for Stuka. Tackles him, does well, hustles him out of it. Howlett over the ball, gives it well to Foley. Slick little handball to Festuca. Gets back onto his left boot, gets around Broome. Oh, just shuffles him off and goes to the left boot towards half forward. Calvert again, Rose. ahead. Now who's going to be there? It's all Bannockburn. Delahunt's there. Perkins gives him half a step, but that's enough. East can run away and go on the right boot. Long towards Mick Turner at centre wing. Can't take the mark. Hustled out by Matheson. Oh, Matheson does well. Left foot tumbling punt back though. Delahunt has taken the mark just inside defensive 50. We see Foley limping off too for Werribee. Now Perkins inside the centre square at centre half back. Goes towards Ritchie. Can't take the mark. Good thump away. Brennan goes to the front. Good play. Now quick kick by Resta out wide towards Kinnear. Foot race him and Perkins. Broom coming across as well. Is it going to sit for Kinnear? Yes it is, but he taps it straight back to Ashley Perkins, who sees it over the boundary line for a throw in.
Very, very rapidly, Laurie, I've noticed that they're all very, very tired all of a sudden.
I was just watching Andrew Scott there. He wasn't really chasing that, but he saw when the footy's there, he went really quick. The boundary line just beat him.
And a ground like this would take it out of your legs.
Yeah, definitely.
Thrown in, half forward flank now for Werribee. Comes down to Broom, drives toward the centre of the ground. Gadder's there. Well, goes through, beats all players. Gadd follows up on the left foot. Little chip intercepted by Howlett. But good work there by Brett Harding. He's eluded a number of tackles. He's run about 40 metres, play on to the umpire. Gets a handball to Shaw. Shaw drives to centre half forward. Over the head there of Turner for Bannockburn. Coming out is Scott for Werribee. Drives it clear. Masara has got an absolute paddock out on centre wing. He can stop, pick the ball up, and now go away. Has one bounce. Not going to have the second one. He just sizes up, and James Lee leading towards him and ahead of Perkins, takes the mark at the 50. Drives it long to the goal square. Chembry can't take the mark. Comes to ground. Comes out to Stuttgart. For Stuttgart, well, almost number 6, but Collins on the last line of defence takes the mark. Hasn't got a lot to go to on half forward flank, and Howlett puts the ball over the boundary line ahead there of Gadd. And that's been a great one-on-one contest.
Actually.
Yeah, it has, Eric.
Contest. Out of bounds.
Oh, and we see Aaron Broom coming off with a blood rule as well. Yeah, right over the nose. Nick Paddock coming on, boundary throw in. Lee against Andrew. Straight down to Howlett off the right foot, smothered towards Hewitt. Went right, then went left and went right again. Goes wide towards Clinton Shaw. Up against a couple. Oh, he does well. He could have given it back to Harding. Probably should have, but it's okay. He just settles, but then nothing to kick to. And half back, the mark taken by Brennan goes high. Oh, sets Barsby a task. Flanagan against him. Good thump away. Good play. 3-on-1 here. Colleger, Scott. Scott does well to push it back towards Chembry. He was under pressure. The big ruckman handball out towards Musara, who's just running on the spot. And he's done a bit of work today. Handball back to Beck. Now Beck from the middle of the ground goes long towards Lee again. He goes up. Oh, he's got a great set of hands, hasn't he?
When he's got that sit.
Yeah.
Didn't he jump? That's a magnificent mark. Head and shoulders above the pack. But there's some very tired players there now. Very tired.
There's no way known though to keep that pace up. I mean, this will be great for both sides. I mean, they'll get better as the year wears on. But second game up to play at this standard is very hard.
So James Lee's kicked 1 goal 3 this afternoon, coming in 35 metres out. He's kicked it right on the toe again, I'd say, and has missed. And I reckon he might have to have a little bit of early season tutelage again, Laurie.
Oh, looks like it, doesn't it?
Oh, that was a very tired kick that. It barely went off the toe of the boot.
It was. Delahunt to kick in, and does so to Corey Flanagan well at defensive 50. Can play on. Nathan Rose was standing behind him. He elects to go now and long. And I think it's okay. It is. Finds Matty East. He was going to handball to Connors. He elects to go with a kick, though, towards centre half forward. Shaw wasn't waiting for it. Free kick too high. And it will be a free kick to Bernardo at centre half back for Werribee.
Those little short kicks, Eric, they've got to be pinpoint. That's a wasted kick.
Just let them down. Ball back to centre half forward. Calvert again in front of the pack. Second grab. Has taken the mark. He hasn't got a lot to kick to. All the players are up the ground, so he goes to the space ahead of the goal square there. Running backwards very, very strongly is Andrew Howlett. Takes the mark 35 metres out directly in front. And gee, didn't all the forwards move up the ground there, and there was just a helter-skelter running back to get into that space. But Howlett has 2 to his credit for the day. Moves in there. Well, it wasn't such a good-looking kick off the boot, but it's gone right through the centre for his third. And I think Werribee Central's now doing it on the canter because 19 minutes gone, final quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard 16-20, 126. Werribee Central's. Bannockburn 12-8-80.
There's not much left in the tank, is there, Loz?
No, look. I see a pattern of playing Werribee's game though. When they run forward, they all run forward, and they look if the options are not there, I'll drop someone in the centre. And Howlett usually keeps running.
Might be 116, actually. My mathematics has slipped again.
Back in the middle, Andrews, Flanagan in there, Colliger coming through, Nick Smith, always ripped off the footy by Connors, no free kick, still in the middle, secondary bounce. And we haven't had a lot of them today, have we? They've got out of the middle pretty well by both sides today. They've been moving the ball well throughout the match. Now it's thrown up. Andrews goes early, Shembry gets it down, only as far as Connors. Quick kick towards half forward, vacant. Which way is it going to bounce? Towards Matheson and Turner. Turner gets it towards Egan, stood there, went left, went right, and now goes with the kick. Tries to measure the pass in towards... that's a good mark. Is that Brett Harding? I think it is, against Andrew Scott, who's a few inches taller than the little man. But good, strong mark, and he takes it in the right forward pocket. And we'll have a shot for his second goal.
The thing I liked about that, Mark Laurie, it was just one grab. It was clean.
Yeah.
Actually, Brett has kicked 2, and Zane Carroll's kicked 1. So... Brett Harding.
He's taken the
DK Lily.
The big run up.
Yeah, the Brett Lee run up. He's a long way back from the mark, which is only about 20 metres out, 25 metres out. He's kicking from about 30. He comes in now, slips as he kicks, and he has missed. Slipped just to the crucial stage there. 2 goals, 1 his personal tally this afternoon. They go to 12-9-81 Bannockburn, Werribee Central 16-21-16. So it's going to be Roland Beck to kick in and goes short towards Rester, who takes the mark in the left back pocket. So Rester now, the left foot goes towards Barsby at half back. Should be able to take the chest mark and is under pressure from Pavic. So Pavic now, Barsby now goes towards centre wing. Perkins stands there, one hand, can't do it. Little knockback by Kinnear was intelligent, but couldn't quite find his teammate. Colliger, handball back to Matty East. Handball to Earl Turner, sets him a task. Right foot kick around the corner. Andrews with the run at the feet of Connors. Gets it to Perkins, kick over the top to Egan. And Egan now, right foot kick out wide. Looking for Hewitt, who's run down and takes it. Nearly slips over. Nick Smith's right next to him. Hewitt gets the kick away though. Harding and Scott. Harding. Push, said the umpire, and 50.
Goal.
No, it's a free kick.
Free kick against him.
Against Harding to Scott. For a push, and I think the umpire's going to be a bit lenient on Brett Harding there.
Final score, AFL Carlton, big last quarter, 15-9-99, defeated by Essendon 18-15-123.
They made it look respectable.
Yes,
7 goals in the last quarter.
Who's that umpire, Eric, do you know?
No,
it's umpire Clifton.
He'll be down the bush next week because that was 50.
Well said.
Scott has got it in the last line of defence for the Centurions. Goes to the right boot, wobbly kick towards half back. Players turn around. Flanagan tries to tap it back. He does so, but only to the advantage of Matheson. Smothered though by Egan. Back to the middle. And off. Oh, Pavic straight to the arms of Kevin Connors. Chop says yes, it's mine. He goes long. Harding 1 against 2. Oh, the big man. Good mark in the last line defence. And that might be... Is that Brennan? Might be. Goes long towards Rick Harding and Rester. Off hands, goes towards Kinnear, the little man. Handball to Rester was okay. Left foot kick around the corner towards Lee. Perkins against him. Lee at the second attempt can't take the mark. College is there as well. Barsby. College over the top of the ball. Barsby gets it and runs away. Right foot kick towards Calvert again and Rose. Calvert. Good mark. And Calvert just sets it up for Andrew Hawkes. Oh, yes. Had to be strong and was. Matty East coming in. And Andrew Hawkes has taken the mark.
It's a wide open forward line. They're too tired to get up there.
They are. You see Troy College coming off in the hands of the trainers. He's okay though. Walking. Hawkes has got it. Comes in now. And has he got the distance? No, he hasn't. It's off hands. And through for 1 behind. So 16-21-117 Werribee Centrals. And Bannockburn 12-9-81. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 24.5 minutes in the final term.
Sting really gone out of it now, Laurie.
Yeah, they're stopped to a walk.
Dellahunt, short little kick in. Oh, danger. Nick Smith chops it off, takes the mark. Could play on,
could have gone.
Yes, says no.
I think Nick was too tired to go.
Yes. And we'll have a set shot for goal 30 metres out. Nick's
played his serviceable game again today.
Yes, he does it without a lot of airs and graces, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Just a workhorse.
Just nice and solid.
So Smith, 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. I think he's kicked a goal. That's his first for the day, and the 17th for the Werribee Central side. So 25 minutes gone, just about to go into time on. 17:21, 1:23 for Werribee Central's Bannockburn 12-9-81, and that's on Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
So back in the middle, don't forget at the completion of this match we'll be having the final siren thanks to Whitecross Healthcare. Full wrap of the AFL, GDFL and the other leagues around the region. Back in the middle, Shembry, Egan breaks free for Stuka, and we'll go on the left boot long towards Thompson, who's at full forward now and takes the chest mark. Good chest mark too. And tough to kick it from there though, Laurie, wouldn't it? He's in your dead pocket.
Yes, he's in the dead pocket. He'll have to take it out to the back of that station wagon boot.
So Thompson now. The big ruckman comes in, and it's a wobbly punt off hands, and it's through now. Is it for a rush behind? It is. So they got a 12-10-82 where Bannockburn, Werribee Central's are 17-21-123. And that is on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 26 minutes gone. Beck to do the kicking in comes defensive side, looking for Shembry. Andrews goes up early, gets a hand to it, rowed beautifully by Carroll, handball to Egan, and Phil Egan, can he finish it off the coach? It's a wobbly kick and has missed to the far side for one behind the coach. They go to 12-11-83. Bannockburn, Werribee 17-21-123. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, and Beck will do it all again.
I think we've got a lot of players out there be very happy for that siren to go, I'd suggest. From the kick in, Brett Harding contests against Scott. Ball comes to ground, comes clear to, that was Stanford on the ground. Little chip pass, but it's too long for Connors, and Bernato coming back on the left foot. I think he's put it very close to out of bounds in the full. No, Scott of Werribee Centrals takes the mark, plays on quickly. Well, very poor handball, put his teammate under real pressure. Stanford comes back, throws it out. Nick Smith can't pick the ball. Now stacks on the middle. I think, well, no, the players get the ball clear, and the umpire's happy to allow play to continue. But it's a real shambles. I think you'll have to take hold of it, umpire, and just tidy it up a little bit, because that was 7 or 8 very tired players chasing the football, and none of them were able to control it. So between wing and half forward, out of side, ball thrown up once again. Shembry gets a tap forward for the Werribee side. Hawks can't take control of it. Finally, Werribee through Rester. Drive the ball to the centre of the ground. Lee can't take the mark. Oh, that's Calvert again. Takes the ball, runs around on his left foot. Wonderful body work by Andrew Howlett. Then he's gone around a full circle. He's covered about 45 metres, and finally ended up in the true centre forward position where you're supposed to be, taking the mark and the opportunity to kick his third goal.
You can get tired during the game, but you don't get any smaller, do you?
No. Howlett now.
He's bobbed it.
Again, a terrible kick off the boot, but he's kicked his fourth, and he's played quite a serviceable game for his side, I'd suggest. Werribee Central's 18-21. It's 129. Lead Bannockburn 12-11-83. On the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, almost 28.5 minutes gone in that final quarter.
Well, if the timekeepers weren't satisfied, they'd probably ring the siren, I think.
Would, yes, yes.
Back in the middle now, Andrews up against Shembry. Oh, Andrews just falls over the crucial stage there. Comes to Matty East coming off the wing. Left foot tumbling punt towards Richie at half forward. Goes up, can't take the mark. Off hands. Goes back to Beck, and there is the siren. So
less than 29 minutes. The timekeepers were
we're okay. That's okay. Werribee Central's winners here, and in the end it was 18-21-129. 18-21-129. Werribee Central's. Bannockburn 12-11-83 in that final quarter. The Werribee Central side kicked 4 goals for, while Bannockburn kicked 1 goal for, and in the end it was a fairly convincing win to Werribee Central's by 46 points. Werribee Central's goal kickers this afternoon: Jason Pastuga kicked 5, 4 to Andrew Howlett and 3 to Simon Calvert, and singles to Nick Smith, David Matheson, Warren Foley, James Lee, Warren Valicia and Sam Rester. While for Bannockburn, their goals, 2 to Brett Harding and singles to Rick Harding, Kevin Connors, Zane Carroll, Shane Andrews, Nick Pavick, Matthew East, Corey Flanagan, Mick Turner, Mark Ritchie and to Lincoln East. So in the end it was 18-21-129 to 12-11-83 Werribee Central's their second victory of the season. Bannockburn dropped to 1-1 and we might take a break.